silly intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Bitcade. This is Bitcade episode 34. My name is Ryan. That is
Ashton.
And in this episode, we will be talking about 3 topics like we normally do. The first one, we're going to be talking about Corona will be the downfall of PAX East.
Everybody's getting lit, huh?
Yeah, sort of, in a way. We also will be doing a video game draft.
Ooh.
So you're not going to want to miss that. And then also we'll be talking about Game of the Decade, like how we did, but we are going to be moving into 2011. If you want to check out our 2010 video, make sure you go back and watch 33.3. But yeah, let's talk about it. The coronavirus is causing gaming companies to not show up to PAX East. Do you want me to read the articles first, or do you want to give a little bit of a blurb of how you feel right now, and then I read? Like, you talk about it, I'll read an article, then you talk about it again.
Yeah, let's
You want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I mean, the big thing, like you were saying earlier, is that big pull to PAX East is going to be able to play The Last of Us 2 early. It's going to be the first place you can actually play it early. It's going to be like, what you said, like, what, 3 months? 3 months early?
Well,
it's released?
Yes, yeah, it's supposed to come out in May, I think.
May.
I think. I don't know off the top of my head.
PAX East is like next month, so that's a big hit. That's a big hit for PAX.
But instead, article being written by IGN's Matt Kim on February 19th, 2020, Sony has announced that it is canceling its participation in the upcoming PAX East due to concerns over COVID-19 or the novel coronavirus. The company announced the news as the update to its PlayStation blog post detailing its PAX East plans. Quote, "Today, Sony Interactive Entertainment made the decision to cancel its participation at PAX in Boston this year due to the increasing concerns related to coronavirus."
Oof.
Also known, it had the COVID. COVID? I don't know. I'm just going to refer to it as coronavirus. End quote. Quotes. Sony wrote in an update to its February 13th blog post. Sony was originally scheduled to present the first playable public demo for The Last of Us Part 2 at PAX East. Other games in Sony's PAX East lineup included Marvel's Iron Man VR, Neo 2, Doom Eternal, Spelunky 2, and more. It is unclear if the demo will still be available since Sony has decided to pull out of the event. IGN has reached out to Sony for more details, including whether The Last of Us Part 2 will still be available as a demo at the show. We're sad to say, we're so sad to have to miss PAX East, blah, 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 this, that. Oh, wait. We're really looking forward to meeting. Okay, so this was for some reason not quoted, so we're just going to go with that. We're so sad that we have to miss PAX East. We were really looking forward to meeting you and seeing your reactions to the demo. Although we know this makes you wait until May 29th, which is a bit harder. We appreciate your understanding. Don't worry, we'll have more to share closer to launch. That was from Naughty Dog themselves, February 19th, 2020. The outbreak of the COVID, the coronavirus, has interrupted several planning gaming events already. Overwatch announced it will temporarily relocate its Chinese teams to South Korea, and Nintendo confirmed the outbreak will impact Animal Crossing New Horizons shipments in Japan. The following article is in development as well. That was Matt Kim's IGN article, so you can go give them a shout out there. But yeah, so Sony, that's their big old pullout. How do you feel about Sony not being there?
I mean, that's a huge hit. I mean, that's a whole platform that you're not going to have really any access to. Because is it all of Sony or just Naughty Dog?
It seems like pretty much everything that Sony has. Like, because they said Marvel's Iron Man won't be there, Neo 2 won't be playable. So it seems like a lot of PlayStation is hit because of this whole entire thing. So
I don't know. I mean, I would be pretty disappointed. It's probably everybody at PAX East is going to be very disappointed as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, that really really sucks.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like, imagine you bought the ticket thinking you're going to play Last of Us. That's coming out in May 29th, which is months away, and now you can't. And now it's not happening.
Well, I mean, but also at the end of the day, you got to make sure that everybody stays safe. Everybody. Conventions like this, lots of stuff can get spread. Germs are everywhere. If somebody were to walk around with coronavirus at PAX, we would have like 100 cases just coming out of that convention if they were only in there for like one day
or more.
Yeah,
or more.
So it's coronavirus is no joke. I mean, we don't even have a vaccine for it. So yeah, I do applaud that they are doing that, even though it's kind of like everybody's going to be who doesn't know, they're going to be, oh, Sony fucking sucks, or, it's at the end of the day, they're focusing more on, safety than, oh, these consumers want to play our stuff early.
Yeah, it seems like they're really
So
let down about the whole situation. But they're not the only company that decided to do this as well. Square Enix has become the latest company to change plans for PAX East due to concerns over the coronavirus, scaling back plans for Final Fantasy XIV at the show in particular. While not pulling out of the show entirely, the company's Japan staff will no longer be attending, meaning a panel session, developer signings, developer photo ops, and a fan gathering will no longer take place at the show. On the Final Fantasy XIV blog, a spokesperson wrote, quote, "As the company may be aware, coronavirus is spreading within the East Asia region. Taking into consideration the current situation within the region, sadly, Square Enix has decided to cancel the PAX East attendance of staff who would be traveling from Japan offices. This difficult decision was based on our desire to prevent any potential spread of the virus and to prioritize the health and safety of our team and our fans," end quote. There will still be a booth for Final Fantasy XIV at the show, and experiences like the Ruby Weapon Challenge will still be taking place. Square Enix also has plans for Final Fantasy VII Remake and Outriders at the show, which appear to be unaffected at this time of writing.
Oh.
This is the latest in a slew of announcements centered around concerns over coronavirus. Sony has pulled out of PAX East, like we just said, and GDC. So that's new to this article. The Outer Worlds has been delayed on Switch, and Tappy Game Show was postponed entirely. I don't know what Taipei. I think it's Taipei. Taipei.
Yeah, it's Taipei.
I never have seen Taipei written down, which is weird. That was an article written by. Whoa, I don't want to butcher that name either.
Joe Screbbles.
we'll go with that. IGN. That was written on February 21st, 2020. Yeah. So.
I mean, at least they're gonna have stuff there. I mean, yeah.
They didn't fully pull out of that one.
Yeah,
so that's at least
they'll have
good on
something.
that.
Fans can't be too mad and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I get it." It's a lot harder of a pill to swallow that the whole platform is gonna be there versus like, just Square Enix is gonna have maybe only 3/4 of the amount of stuff they promised was gonna be there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, as an attendee, it'd be pretty devastating. Also, but I mean, I do like how they are stating these of like, hey, look, we're looking out for you guys as well as us, and the fact that like, hey, we are like I was just saying, we are as disappointed to not be there with you guys to present this to you. I honestly think that if they could, they would, and this isn't necessarily a thing of like, I know there was some rumor of like they don't have. This is an indication that like Last of Us wasn't even ready yet, and blah blah blah, and this and that, and I'm like. No. I don't think, like Neil Druckmann even, I mean, we read his tweet, but I think he's tweeted since then, the lead director of Last of Us over there at Naughty Dog, and he was, I mean, he's tweeted that how kind of disappointed he is about this whole thing. I think the game is pretty good to go, probably, but obviously they did push it, but I mean, it is definitely a heartbreaking thing for probably those developers as well, so.
Yeah,
Big bummer.
yeah, it's a bummer. It is what it is, though. I mean, again, most of you guys looking out for Last of Us 2. It's just a couple months away. It's not really that far off. I mean,
And the demo was probably like 20 minutes.
yeah,
anyway,
it's
so
it's probably not going to be anything crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's mainly, just there to pump you up for the game coming out in a few months, just to make it relevant again.
It was cool to see that PAX was going to get this playable demo that Sony was going to allow them to do, which is what is very interesting that PAX was able to get this because they got it. Borderlands 3 when that was coming out, they got the playable stuff.
Yeah.
They were the first to get that, so this is kind of like more of that. Like that, they had a big whole Borderlands 3 announcement at PAX South, and so that now that they
Where
were
they
able
messed
to.
up with technical difficulties.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
I didn't. I think I remember.
They
that.
couldn't play the trailer.
Yeah, and so there was. So that happened. So PAX is starting to get these like big announcements. I'm not sure what PAX West has got in because that's obviously our PAX that we like to go to. But yeah, for the Boston fans, you're gonna get a little bit of a lighter PAX, but it's always a PAX. It's still gonna be a fun time. Go buy those tickets.
You gotta go to West.
Yeah. I mean, you could go to West. They did bump it to 4 days this year for PAX East. So I don't know if they've been doing that, but I noticed it this year. So that's kind of cool. They have officially bumped that to there. Any final words on that?
No, just stay safe, everybody.
Mm-hmm. If you guys go to those conventions, make sure, wash the hands before you eat. I know it's tempting. You're starving. You haven't had anything to eat, even standing in lines. It takes literally minutes to walk to a bathroom and wash your hands with soap and then go eat.
And they're hardly ever crowded either.
You will get sick if you do not do that. I'm not a hand sanitizer man. There are ways around it. Just wash your hands. Just get away with it. Just get it off your hands. Just go. Then you can go eat. Don't lick your fingers. It's a big thing. I know like people like eat Cheetos while they're out walking around PAX. Cheetos and Doritos. I don't know, you psychopath.
Don't do that.
Anyway. We're moving on to something a little bit different. We haven't cut yet, so stay with me here. Actually, let's cut. We're moving on.
Okay.
To our second topic. This is going to be a video game draft. We kind of explained some of the rules within this video that you're about to see. We're actually going to disappear, and it's going to pop right up here behind us. And we did a video game draft with a couple people. It was us two, and then we worked with a friend of mine, Taryn, and we also worked with my roommate, Nate, who you've seen in several different videos and stuff like that.
Called two off of camera.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything about the draft?
I mean, it's pretty cool. Think like fantasy football, but it's basically for all games that are going to be coming out this year and how well we think they're going to do, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you can like make changes with like
you can.
We haven't gotten too much into that yet.
Yeah, we're able to drop a couple different games. Again, we kind of explained this throughout. I was kind of like saying it as we were drafting. This one's a little bit long. That's why the first topic was only like 10 minutes. This one is about 45 minutes of a draft, but it's pretty fun. I thought I had a great time. It was fun. I was kind of interested to see how we were going to do all this because I was like, we've never done anything like this. We were literally learning it as we were doing it. But then as soon as everyone kind of got into it, we had a pretty good group of people trying to pick games.
It was pretty good. There's some great team names we got
There are
going
some great
on.
team names. Yep. Some people got some very creative minds, as they say.
Put down in the comments your favorite team name.
Yeah. What was your favorite team name? Who do you think is going to win? So let's head on over there. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the draft. As we have segued into our next topic here for Bitcade. But as we've kind of introduced, you know Ashton and I. Ashton, say hi to the people at home.
What the fuck are you doing with your life? Listen to this shit. Just
okay. All right.
Don't tell your parents are watching this.
And then we also got Nate is here again. You've seen him on. He's usually behind the camera, and we always ask him random questions. Nate, how you doing?
It's radio
good.
Nice. Okay, all right.
Nate, how are you doing, man?
Doing good.
Okay, all right. You ready for this?
Nope. Oh, they're ready.
And then our special guest, first time ever here on our show, is Taryn. Taryn, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Just playing video games.
Nice. Now, just a thing to say real quick. She's not special because she's on the spectrum. She's special because she's on our podcast.
Yeah, that's why we have
debatable.
Ashton. He fills that demographic. Anyway,
I'm blonde. I'm naturally special.
I was about to go full on Cartman, but I decided not to. It's 2020. Don't want to get exposed.
So, the way this works is we are going to draft 9 games, and these games are going to be earning us points throughout the whole entire year, and we will each take turns. It's a snake draft, so I guess we'll kind of go through this. I am not the first to go, so I'm just going to hit start drafting, okay? And I'll kind of explain as we go. You can see that we have $100 next to our budget here, and that is for if we want to pick up games later in the year. But here it is. Warning, once you start drafting, you can no longer add or remove players, and the draft order is locked in. However, if you need to, you can reset the draft by pressing the reset draft link in the sidebar. That will let you change your players/settings again. No, we're fully committed. The draft is currently in progress. Who is? Do you have a timer next to your name? Taryn, you're the one that's going first. Is there a
No.
timer on your screen? Okay, good.
I can take as long as I want.
So go ahead and introduce your company. What is your video game publisher name?
Mine is Clits, Tits, and Naughty Bits.
Okay, and what do you guys do there? What does Clits, Tits, and Naughty Bits do?
We started
Rub up on
out.
women.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know those scenes where you get to like pick up the hookers in GTA 5? We
Yeah.
designed those.
Oh, okay. So you
Every
specialize
Clits,
in
Tit,
those.
or Naughty Bit that's ever appeared on screen was designed by me and my team.
Okay, good.
And we're here to bring more boobs to the world.
I'm all for that.
Amen.
Here at CTNB, we agree that no titty is enough titty.
Oh man, that's a
Wow.
shirt right there. CT&B.
And I'm not even talking about side boob. I'm talking full frontal.
Full frontal.
Full
Witcher
frontal
status.
booby.
I'm here with my friends.
All right, well, go ahead, Taryn. What game are you gonna be? What's the first draft pick of 2020 in the Primal Draft?
Not going to be the one you thought it was.
Oh, interesting.
Curveballs, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it might be. I'm going to go for Animal Crossing.
Animal
I
Crossing.
knew it. Oh,
And
man.
you
a pretty
did
good
no
pick.
way.
That's a good pick.
The girls
I miss
always
Tom
pick
Nook.
Animal Crossing.
Dude, it's such a good damn game, though. I think it appeals to our inner nature to want to just, like, pick up shit.
Oh, I thought you meant like be furries or something. I was like, I don't really relate.
That too,
I think
but
you're
we
gonna
don't
have to
talk
hit
about it.
submit too. I'm not entirely sure what it looks like on your screen.
Submit.
Is there like a draft button?
Say
Can you find
uncle.
it?
Nope, hold on. Oh, draft game. Yeah, there is. Hold on.
Do.
Make sure you're clicking on the right game too. Yeah, Animal Crossing. That is a good game though. That's gonna review pretty high. Now the thing about reviewing, that's how we earn points. Is if the game scores a 70 or higher on Open Critic, then we earn points. So a 70 is pretty much 0. There it is. There's the first draft. If a game scores a 70, that's essentially our baseline of 0. But if it scores like 71, then you earn 1 point. So if this game, let's say it's a 75, you would earn 75 points. But if the game scores a 65, you would actually lose 5 points. All right.
Animal Crossing's not going to let me down.
We'll see.
I'd have its babies. We're good.
Next on the list is Ashton. Ashton, go ahead. Give us your sales pitch of your video game publishing company.
We are Dingleberry Fairy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We go from town to town, pick the shittiest thing hanging out of the asshole, and make it great.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Go public so I can invest.
We will take your shitty
Take my
games
money.
and make them
You have the
AAA,
fry
baby.
meme.
Shut up and take my money.
All right. Ashton, what is your first draft pick of 2020 for Dingleberry Fairy? The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Not announced. That's a bold move. That's a bold move. Not even announced.
Balls there.
Ooh.
It came out last year.
We got a trailer, bro.
Oh, remember, it has to come out this year. It has to come out for this year for you to earn points. But that's fair. That's fair. You want to be they're ballsy. They're ballsy there at Dingleberry Fairy, which is interesting.
Yes, we are. We take risks.
We here at CT.
Our shares are very low at the moment. We got to do what we got to do.
All right, let's head on down to Midtown. Nate, what is your gaming company and what do you guys do there? What's your sales pitch?
We are Midtown Rising, and we specialize in surprise mechanics for Activision and EA.
You piece of shit.
All right, Nate, what is your first round draft pick?
I'm going to do it.
What's it going to be?
Cyberpunk.
It's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. All right. I guess that puts me on the clock. So I go to draft game, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And then let's see.
You can bring up your watch list next to it.
Yeah, I can see that. And that's what I'm going to do since it is let's see here. Do. Well, if no one's gonna, I'm not gonna let it slide. It's like leaving freaking Tom Brady on the bench. It's like leaving Tom Brady on the bench. You can't just let Last of Us sit there.
I was gonna do it, but I want to fight you for it.
Now I will say I gotta sell my thing too. My name is Puka Prime. Puka is a callback to the late great Dig Dug, and so that's where we originated. But we are the prime of that, and we are always searching for the next Puka Prime game.
Wasn't that the monster in that Hulu movie?
Yeah, it is also in that Hulu movie too. But since I am the last pick, I also get to pick again. It will happen over there because now this is how the snake draft works. So as you guys can see on my screen, these are all of my games that I am currently picking. So I'm going to definitely go with, after playing this last game, it was great, and I'm going to go with Resident Evil 3.
How predictable.
Oh.
How predictable. Okay, well, show me how it's done, Midtown Rising. What do you got?
He's like Cyberpunk 2078. Seriously, that movie, Bob.
Ori
in the Will of the Wisps.
Ori in the Will of the Wisps. That's a good one. That's a good pick. That's a safe bet.
That's going to be over a 90.
That's a safe bet, yeah. What were you saying, Taryn?
That the kid was the scariest part of the movie.
In which one?
Baba Poof. Or Baba Poof.
Oh, Babadook? Yes, that is very true.
I always say his name wrong.
Baba Poop.
All right, Dingleberry Fairy, it is now your turn. You are next on the list.
We are going with boom.
Minecraft Dungeons, that's a good pick too. That's a good pick. That was on my list.
It's going to be a safe one, I'm sure.
We'll see. All right, back to CT and B.
CT and B here.
CT and B.
Man, I'm definitely curious to see what you guys are gonna pick.
CT and B is gonna go for the fan factor.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I bet it's not what you think it is.
Probably not. Call of Duty. That's a good one.
That was
every year. And the only reason it's every year. It's every year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know it's gonna be how they reviewed. Damn it.
Yeah, it's at least an 80. That's at least an 80.
Every year.
Yeah. That's at least an 80 game.
Oh, the cheap one, I know.
Taryn, it is your turn again. Starting the order off again.
Ooh, okay.
And now in this draft, we will be drafting 9 games, but we have 13 spots. And so these are all free for us to pick right now, but then anything after 9, so 10 through 13, we would actually have to pay and bid for after the draft. And the draft bids always get reset on Monday, and that's when games get changed or whatnot. And anytime that happens, we'll update you guys over on probably our social medias and stuff to be more up to date with it. But that's pretty much what we're going for. But anyway, Taryn, what do you got?
Promise we can still be friends?
Sure. We'll see what happens.
Okay, cool. Oh, wait, whoa.
Wrong game.
Yeah, be careful.
Oh.
Yeah.
That wasn't even on my list.
How is that not on your list? We talk about it all the time.
I know, but I didn't even think it would be coming out. That'd be a good pick if it comes out. That's a good
risky
bold
one,
move.
though. It's not announced.
No, but that's a good bold move. That's a good
I
bold
try.
move.
I try.
Safe
Here at
bet.
CT&B, we take risks.
Yes. Ashton just picked up Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's a pretty good pick. That's a good pick right there.
Definitely gonna be in the 90s.
All right, we're down to Nate again.
Let's see.
By the way, how are you guys' watch lists going? You don't have to like say specifics, but is it's pretty okay still? Okay.
Yeah.
It's getting sad.
Oh, okay.
It's real sad.
There's a couple of games you guys stole from me.
Going with a risky and safe one at the same time.
Okay. Let's see where we're going. Ooh.
Risky and safe.
Ooh, Forza.
Ooh, an 8. I don't know. Think about that one.
I hope that coronavirus doesn't delay it.
Yeah, like the new
I
gen
just have to drive faster.
Okay, let's see if my watch list here. I feel like I should go for a ballsy one, so I'm gonna go for it. 12 minutes.
Here comes Flight Simulator.
12 minutes. I didn't even have that on my list. 12 minutes is that game that we saw. That's that
The hell is
looping
that,
game.
right?
That looping game that it's like you're in one room and it's 12 minutes and it keeps going over and over again.
Yeah.
I saw the preview of it. It looks really cool. I think that's gonna review pretty high.
That's gonna be a risky one.
An indie game.
Yeah, it's an indie game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta pick another game here. Oh wait, is it my turn? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at all the like dates and stuff too. I gotta play with that a little bit.
It's a good thing we didn't do this like a week ago. I would have put Dying Light on here and then cried.
Yeah, I had that on my list. I'm like, ooh, it got delayed. Now it's all iffy, maybe.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with
Do it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Got another safe bet. I'll play a little ballsy or two. I gotta get a little bit mystery. I'm not gonna like keep throwing out big AAA games. I got a couple on the list.
I will.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine too. All right,
All right.
Nate. What do we got? What do you got? Fourth pick.
Gotta go with the big dog. Gotta keep it Microsoft.
Yep,
Big
that was
dog.
my second guess too. I was
You
probably gonna jump.
fucker.
Now let's.
I was good. Funny.
You know I'm a Halo fan, you son of a bitch.
Says the guy who drafted The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 as first round draft pick.
Bro, that's my favorite franchise.
I know,
Relax.
but man, what a gutsy move. I was
If it
shocked to
comes
see
out,
Halo
you know it's
still
gonna be
on
close
that.
to a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Back to
take
Ashton
a-
here.
little look-see here. Where the fuck? Where is it? Wait, I thought I had more games. Oh yeah, there's another page.
Yeah, the tabs kind of lost me there for a while. Oh, what an interesting draft it's gone so far. This is not where I thought we would be at in the
honestly
fourth
thought-
round.
I thought it would be totally different.
Yeah. Godfall, good pick.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got logged out. What the hell is this?
That is the
Uh-huh.
PS4. That's the PS5 official game.
It
That's like
actually
the
looks
first
really good.
game. Really interesting. I'm curious to see how that does. I'm curious to see how that does for you. All right, back to Taryn.
All right.
Remember, you get 2 picks on this one too.
Got it.
Tell me why.
Tell me
Huh.
why. Have you heard about it?
I have not heard this game.
So it's
Yeah,
by
tell
one
me
of the
why you picked
companies that made Life is Strange, and I cried like a little girl during
That's
that game.
right.
So this is going to
That's
be
a good
another
pick.
pretty intensive person story, and that's kind of my shit. So
Yep. No, that's those games don't do anything lower than an 80. So yeah, that's a good pick.
okay.
Man, now I'm starting to think like maybe I should think outside the box a little bit more. Like, you gotta look a little bit. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
That's going to
Marvel's
be another good
Avengers.
one.
All right.
Um,
All right.
Almost anything Square Enix comes out with is gold. Almost.
Almost.
All right. Back to Ashton. Dingleberry Fairy.
Oh,
What's next on your guys' release window? What are you guys publishing? I don't know what I would be looking at when I get the splash screen of Dingleberry Fairy when I load up a game. Like,
You're just
Read
gonna
the
see a cave, and
then
you're gonna
you-
see a
this
fairy
little fairy
going through,
flies
and it's
out?
gonna light it up,
God
and you're
damn
gonna
it.
see butthole hairs and little
Ugh.
nuggets hanging from the ceiling. They go and dust it off, and then giggle with it off screen.
little pixie twinkle that.
Yeah.
I think there should be Christmas lights hanging from the butt hairs.
Yes. Just picture a really dirty Tinkerbell. That's exactly.
Whoa. Like a Tinkerbell that you'd find on the corner.
Stinkerbell.
Yeah, there you go.
Tinkerbell. That's right. That's right. Shit. Is that coming out this year?
They do say when they're being released. So they will say like an actual day
I
if
thought
the
this
day has
one
been
got-
announced.
I thought this one got
And if they say a year, that's when it's projected to be out. And then if it says TBA, there's no release date at all. So, just as a little. Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
I don't even think I've heard of that.
What
That's a
is
risky
this?
one.
it's that
Oh,
George
you
R.
can
R.
look
Martin
at
one.
it. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's coming out this year.
Yeah, I thought I got delayed, but I guess not.
So it
It
said
will.
2020 next to it.
Yeah.
Okay, bold pick. Bold pick.
It's
I
the
mean,
year of
storytelling's
delay.
gonna be great. Everybody's
Back-
gonna love and hate it at the same time.
Back to Nate. Nate, what do you got?
Hmm.
This is where it gets interesting because I'm curious to see what we're gonna wrap our drafts up with, because like that's when the like out of nowhere games are gonna start coming out. But
Nope. Not out of nowhere.
no, you're gonna still slam dunk.
Yep.
Assassin's Creed, that's a good pick too. I was on my list. All right.
I'm really hoping they go with a Viking theme. That would be so cool.
Yep. Ragnarok.
Oh my god. Because Odyssey was just so pretty. The photo mode was amazing.
Ugh. Oh man. Taryn's gonna hate me if I choose this one.
Just do it.
Bro, I've already been broken. Just do.
I've already been broken.
Shit.
Oh.
All right, now I'm gonna pick a non-safe game.
Is that on Stadia though?
that is.
Oh.
Rip.
Let's see. What's
Everything's
another
on Stadia. It's just no one's on Stadia.
Ryan's on Stadia.
Yeah, I played it over the weekend. Let's see here. I want to pick one that's kind of maybe it might not do so well, but it helps me in my own feeling to know that I drafted
Fucked
this
up.
one. So I'm going to go with Destroy All Humans.
Yes.
And that
Oh,
will
shit.
Oh,
that goes
wait,
back
hold on.
to-
They're just fully redoing that, aren't they?
it's a new game.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
hell.
1 or 2. It's a whole new Destroy All Humans. It's a reboot.
I wish they do that with Jack and Daxter.
We can only dream.
All
Back to
right,
you,
here-
Nate.
Here comes the killer app.
Oh, here we go. Yep, that was on my list too. Damn it! I thought I could get away with it for one more
Half-Life?
round. I thought I could get away with it.
I
That'd be
did
a low
too.
bar for VR.
Oh man, that's a good pick.
Let's see. Hmm.
Trying to think what would be. Man, I almost am tempted to like kind of strive away from my watch list now because you guys have kind of blown it up a little bit. Super Meat Boy Forever, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be
Yep.
good. Because that's the thing is like it doesn't have to do well as an audience. It just has to review really well. So like Super Meat Boy already was like a 9 game, and Super Meat Boy Forever, I mean, who knows? All right, back to you, Taryn,
Okay.
and you're getting 2 picks. How do you think the draft's going, Ashton? How do you feel right now?
I'm feeling pretty confident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeling like you got some big winners over there.
I mean, I'm not trying to get penisy or anything, but I think I have a good shot.
Okay, good to know. Oh, yep, that's coming out soon. You're gonna be scoring soon.
Good.
All right, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, which was announced like a month ago, right?
Finally gonna score.
All right, Taryn, you get one more pick as the number 1 of the draft.
Numero uno.
What are you drinking over there, Ashton?
Some weird Japanese soda, strawberry flavored.
Gods and Monsters. How does this sound? Why does it sound familiar?
It's super risky though because it's kind of like they haven't really announced a date
No,
for it
is
yet.
that the one that's a ripoff of Breath of the Wild?
I have no clue.
Oh, like what? What is this? Is this a Ubisoft game?
I believe so. Here, hold on. I only watched a trailer for it and it seems kind of cool.
Okay.
Or read an article. I don't remember.
You read? Ugh, lame.
I do too. Like even on my breaks at work,
Oh
Gods and
no.
Monsters.
I read about murder.
Oh. Like, is there anybody specific? Any serial killer you like? My favorite is Jeffrey Dahmer, the people nommer.
Perfect.
Wow.
No, I'm
Ashton,
reading
it
a
is your
book
turn,
about
too.
Gary Ridgway.
I know, I'm looking.
Gary Ridgway is your favorite serial killer?
Oh no,
Oh.
I don't have a favorite.
Jeffrey Dahmer, the people nommer. I don't know why that got me.
It feels dirty to have a favorite.
That is true. That's true. Yeah, I idolize him.
It'd be like Hitler.
Yeah, you just picking like these.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if we're going off body count, then obviously he wins.
Well,
No,
Stalin
wait.
would win.
No. God would win.
That's probably true too.
This is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ask Noah about that one.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, kill each other, whatever.
Yeah, just do it.
All right, Ashton, what do you
Um,
got?
I'm having some trouble.
Well, you know, just think about it. Put a little bit of pressure into it, and just let it drop.
Don't think that one's gonna do well though. Damn it.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that I have that I'm like, I
That's
want to
not
draft
gonna
this one to say I did, but I don't know if it's gonna do well. That's why I like Destroy All Humans. That's like my personal pick because I'm like, I hope it does well, but it could go either way.
I'm gonna go ballsy. Real ballsy.
Oh boy, here we go. Battletoads.
Oh my gosh.
That is, oh man, that's a good pick. How crazy would that be if that is a launch game? That'd be a good launch game. All right, back to you, Nate. Midtown Rising.
Well, I got one more on my watch list.
How many
Yeah,
did
my
you have
watch list is
starting?
At 13. You mean on my
Oh,
watch
okay.
list? Yeah.
And you only have one left now?
That's not taken, or I already have.
Oh boy. All right, well, might as well throw it out there.
Hmm.
Or maybe not. Maybe you want to save it.
No, I gotta go.
Do 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 do.
Oh, I do have one more on my watch list.
Toby.
There it is. Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a good pick. It was a good pick.
If it comes out.
What did it say?
I mean, it'll
Projected
review
2020?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, let's see. What is not taken yet? Oh, that's a good pick. I might save that one. Damn it.
Wait, we should have a couple more picks, huh?
Oh, God. Freaking. I don't
Don't
know
do
if
it.
that's a good pick. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, let's do it. Let's get a little risky in here. Let's get a little. God, I really don't think that's.
Don't be a pussy, just do it.
I'm looking at the projected, and it's not great.
It come out 2022.
Whenever.
Maybe. You know what? Screw it. It's the draft, right?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that was the reaction. Oh, God. That
Yeah,
was
you
definitely very low on my list.
Yeah, you're gonna take an L on that one, Ryan.
Okay, I gotta earn some points back. So I gotta go with Neo 2.
God damn it!
Oh,
Fuck! I
On my
just
list.
added that one.
I know. I was just about to put that one in.
Son of a bitch.
Back to Nate. See, this is where it gets the fight, the fire. All right, Taryn, we gotta go down to the interview stage with you. How do you feel your draft's going so far?
You know, I feel like I've got enough fanboyism in my drafts to do pretty well this year.
Okay. That's good. That's good. How are you guys taking home the trophy at the end of this year? You guys really bringing your studio together?
Well, I think the more microtransactions, the better.
Okay.
Like, I think we should offer the Tiggle Bitties DLC with every game I release.
There you
oh
go.
yeah, we can help you out with that.
Midtown
Yeah.
Rising coming out. There's a joint. It's a collaboration going on here.
Midtown Tits Rising, we got this.
No,
Oh, no.
Or Naughty
That's
Bits Rising.
Okay, that one sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, because it's, you know, it's an erection.
I gotta come back down here. Watch Dogs Legion. See, I was gonna draft that, but it says 2020 and 2021, and I thought that was too ballsy.
Nah, they can't delay that twice.
Oh man, that's a good pick. If it does, if it comes out, it's gonna do good. Back to Ashton, Dingleberry Fairy.
This is tough. There's a couple on here that sound good, but I think are not going to do well, and I have a pretty good sense about those things. You know what? I think this will get a decent review. It'll be a safe 7.
Okay. You remember you want above a 7, but fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
Odd World. That's it. Yeah, if that comes out and it does pretty well, I think you could get a 75, maybe.
Yeah. It's not going to be an 8 or a 9, but you know.
But hey, sometimes those little points can be difference makers right there. So.
Okay.
All right, back to CT and B up here in the top of the lineup again.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I don't know what that is.
What?
Oh, wait, Trials of Mana. No, I don't know this one.
So, Trials of Mana, I believe it was originally released in Japan.
Okay.
It's a pretty old game here. Hold on.
Oh,
I don't remember what year. 1995. It's kind of a remix.
Oh.
It's developed and published by Square Enix.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, so
Yeah.
okay.
But it could do good in that fandom, so that's probably a pretty good pick.
Hella fandom before, I think. Yeah, look. So it got 95%, 17 out of 20, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 4.2 out of 5. I don't know if it's a direct remake, but yeah, it should do pretty okay.
Interesting.
All right. You also get one more pick.
Let me go back to my anorexic watch list. I'm like Googling away over here.
Feel free. Do whatever you need to do.
Can I phone a friend?
Because
Yes.
the thing is, what makes this even more difficult is that it is like every game, and we're not in the industry, so I know that there's like other people that have done these drafts on podcasts and stuff like that. They're in the industry. We're not getting games for free, so we have to like figure out these games.
Yeah.
I'm mainly telling the home audience here.
We're waiting for a shot here.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. That's a good pick. That can review really well.
Dude, everybody sleeps on those Lego games. They are so fun.
Yeah.
They are.
That could do very well.
Okay. Oh,
Back
fuck.
to Dingleberry Fairy.
Ah, fuck. This is not looking great.
No, I'm getting a little worried.
There's so many TBAs on here. Oh my god.
Sometimes you gotta shoot your shot. You gotta shoot your shot.
I already have a TBA on here though.
That is true. I think I have. Well, a lot of these are dates, but like
That one
Destroy All
might do
Humans
okay.
is a 2020, and Quarantine's a 2020.
I'm definitely not doing that because I played that and I don't think it's gonna do well.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
What, you about roller
Yeah.
derby?
No, that one's
No,
gonna be
it's
great.
ineligible because it came out in April. Yeah, because the open
Oh.
beta started.
Wow.
Yeah, so it doesn't count. So if a game has already been in open beta, the game does not qualify. It has to have never came out. Remakes are eligible to an extent. Bleeding Edge.
Yeah,
Not even a picture on there.
Do you know about this game, Bleeding Edge?
a little.
Is it-
Some
do you
people
have
are pretty
reason-
hyped about it, so
That's a Microsoft one, right?
yeah.
Is that the team like the hero
like-
shooter?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the Gearbox game, right? No, not Gearbox. Sort of a team like that. But yeah, it's the hero shooter one.
Yeah, I
That
think
could
it'll
be
be kind of more of a C team shooter. Like everybody will like it, and then they'll go back to their main game.
It just has to review well.
Yeah. So I feel it'll get good reviews, but I don't know if it'll hold player base.
Okay, fair enough. All right, back to you, Nate.
Boy.
Midtown Rising.
Mm.
Where we live, Ryan.
Yeah. I'm
God,
curious.
Damn it.
The most curious one I have is Nate, because he's a sleeper picker here. He could get. I don't even know what he's got. Like Taryn and Ashton,
I don't know what I got either.
I could kind of fit, but I'm curious to see where Nate goes.
Oh boy. Yep.
Uh-oh. I'm kind of scared.
Oh, the Untitled Batman game from WB.
Yep. Not even a title to that, but you going
Yeah.
for it, huh?
But I mean,
we got a teaser picture.
is it TBA or is it 2020?
I think it's TBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a.
I do really
Yeah,
well.
that's a bold pick. My thing is not. Oh, hold on. Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
This is on you, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
Hopefully it doesn't auto pick here. I'm gonna reload the page. Cool, it's my turn. Okay, good. Okay. Let me go into the draft here. Show my watch list. Okay, man. My list is looking like a battlefield right now. It's all sorts of all over the place. I could just pick up the last two I have on my list. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. Going for it. It has a date. It has a fan base.
Save the
It
date.
might do well.
No, it won't.
Trash.
It will not do well. You know it's not going to do well. You're going to take negative points on that.
That was the last pick. That was my last pick.
Oh boy.
I guess now we do counter picks. That was 9. Okay. So
What the
it's
heck? Got an
it's
error
time
on
to
my
draft
screen.
counter picks. It is my turn
So
to
explain
select
that.
a counter pick under the player actions bar. Okay. So what happens now is I get to pick 2 games that I feel or I hope do terribly. And if they do well, then I will lose points. But if they do terribly, so for example, if Animal Crossing
Don't you?
does a 65 and
Oh.
I picked it to do bad, I would get 5 points in that process because I chose it to do bad. Does that kind of make sense?
Okay.
Don't
Now,
you
can
put that
be
curse
off
on me?
only your list, or is it?
No, it's on everyone's list. It's everyone's list except for mine because I obviously don't want to vote for ones that I think are.
So
gonna...
do you have to do 2 counter picks from each list, or just 2 in general?
2 in general. You get 2 in
Oh.
general.
Okay.
So which ones am I gonna pick? Which one am I gonna go for? Now, if you pick a game that doesn't come out, for example, if the Batman game doesn't come out, you get a 0. So it's neither good nor bad. But the person also gets a 0 too. So whatever. So you want it to either not come out or you want it to do terribly. Man, which one should I go for? I could get the safe bet and pick one that I know is gonna not come out, but I want to earn some points too. So that's also another thing.
Could be a surprise E3 release.
I know, I'm really stressed
There's
out. If
no
they don't
way.
say anything about Fable 4, I'm probably gonna murder somebody.
The next book I read will be about you.
I think I'm gonna choose Godfall. I don't think that game is gonna do well. It's got
What?
hype, but I don't think it will do well.
I think you're
I'm
wrong.
gonna choose
but
Godfall.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and vote that in. Absolutely.
So now it's
Okay.
to Nate. It's gonna go back as a draft again because we get 2. And once someone picks it, you can't pick it again.
Sorry,
You
Ashton.
can't pick someone else's chosen. Ooh.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
So Nate, now that your draft is complete, how do you feel about your picks?
I'm nervous as shit.
You got some pretty good picks though. Those are some pretty highly regarded games.
Yeah, that coronavirus though.
Yeah,
coming out.
and 3 of those games are unannounced.
Yeah.
12 minutes, really?
Yep, I don't think it'll do well.
Okay.
Just that concept not a lot of people are going to give a shit about.
Remember, just got to do good with critics. Just got to do good with the critics. All right, now we back to Taryn. Taryn, what are we going for here?
I don't know. I want to buy pretty much everything else. I don't want any of that to do bad. Okay, hold on.
When it comes to the draft, there are no I wish and I hopes.
I see that. I might take a ballsy one.
Okay. We always like that. We always like to see if there's a Watch Dogs Legion.
I don't feel like the last one was that great.
Ooh, that's
It's a
controversial.
fair pick. It's a fair pick. It also couldn't come. It might not come out either.
Yeah.
It says
supposed to come out in
2020,
February.
2021.
That's gonna come out.
Okay, all right. You
We'll
did
see
draft
when
it,
it
so I would
doesn't come
assume you would think. Taryn, you get the last pick. So your final counter pick.
And this is one I think is gonna suck, right?
Yeah, they're both ones that you wish that are going to be terrible. And if they don't come out, again, it's just a 0. But if they do crappy, you get some points. And that could win you a season right there.
I don't know. This one I feel like they kind of fucked up last time, but I think I'm gonna go for it again.
Okay. And that will be as we wait for the suspenseful loading. Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
That's a good pick.
Fair
Still
enough.
probably gonna play it, but you know.
Yeah, no, it was a ballsy choice too. I have a feeling it's like it could do well because that community, that Rainbow Six community is big. Gears
It is.
Tactics,
But that also means if it goes wrong,
that's also true. It could get blown up.
that's why Fallout 76 didn't do so good.
That's also true. Gears Tactics, that's a safe bet. But I think I could get I can get like 2 or 3 points out of it. I think it will hit the 70s.
Maybe.
All right, back to you, Nate. What's your final counter pick? A game you feel can earn you some extra points based on how bad it does. These are some pretty good picks. Like,
I'm gonna watch E3 with such intensity.
I know now E3 is a big deal.
It was already a big deal. I'm gonna see both. No.
I thought last year was
Xbox.
just kind of boring.
Yeah, it was boring because it was in between of generations, holding off all
Bleeding Edge.
Am I the only one
Interesting
that like? I'm a part of that conspiracy theory that thinks they delayed Cyberpunk on purpose.
Maybe.
Oh,
Well, I mean, because the next gen consoles come out the next month,
yeah.
That is true.
potentially.
That coronavirus.
Oh my god!
Oh,
It's gonna be a
man.
worldwide
Notice all those
shortage of
protests
places.
up in China too.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that was one way to get the protesters to stop.
Man.
They're not allowed
I
to
feel
leave their
like
houses.
I feel like this is a ballsy choice, but oh man, that could blow up in my face too. That could blow up in my face.
like a money shot in your favorite adult film.
CTNB.
Oh, you guys do more than just games?
I mean, we have a little side business.
Voice actors can act too, bro. Relax.
Let's see. Oh man, I want to pick this game so bad, but I have a feeling if it does so well, I could get just torn apart.
I do voice acting in animes.
Dude, I would love to do that. That'd be
Notice
so
me,
fun.
senpai.
Yeah, that would pretty much be who I would picture would be your voice actors for your
All the guys just have to yell all the time. So
For real. And the girl's like, yeah, I'll fuck you.
God, I don't know which one.
God, I'm never gonna get a girlfriend like this.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Because you know what? Screw the establishment.
Come on. Yeah,
Draft is
what?
complete.
No
Make your
way.
bids.
That's like your shit. No way.
I
Me
don't
and you
think
parking
Marvel's
lot tomorrow.
Avengers is
Me
gonna
and you.
do well, but we'll see. Because like I said, it could do. Remember, I have to take my mind off of how good it's gonna be.
That is
All right, that's the end of the.
I actually
Go
think
ahead.
it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully, you drafted it.
I would. Square Enix does pretty
All right.
good stuff.
So right now the date is February 12th, 2020 is when we drafted. So the current upcoming games are as follows: Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team coming out March 6th, Ori and the Will of the Wisps coming out on the 11th of March, Neo 2 on the 14th, Doom Eternal on the 20th, Animal Crossing New Horizons on the 20th. So there's some double points that could be determining factors there. Bleeding Edge on the 24th, Half-Life Alyx is estimated on March 2020, Resident Evil on April 3rd, Final Fantasy VII Remake on April 10th, and Trials of Mana on the 24th of April. And those are the upcoming games so far. Okay, it's all said and done. Projected points were pretty even right now, actually, which is kind of interesting.
Whoa, we are exactly even.
Yeah,
Can't be
which
right.
is because it did go down. We were projected at like 91.
You guys all equally suck.
Yeah, we're all equally picking 8s out of the. But I guess let's kind of go around the horn. I guess I'll kind of start because I didn't really say if I was. I'm good with my picks. I feel like I got some juggernauts in there. I got some snipers in there, hopefully to maybe score me some bonus points, but they aren't very like I'm projecting to get really high reviews. And some of these games don't even got release dates yet. Like Destroy All Humans is just projected 2020, and Quarantine also has a projected date, I believe. So yeah, there's kind of that rolling with it. But I think Last of Us can get me some high points in the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah.
Let's bounce over to Ashton. Ashton, how do you feel about your points, your counter picks?
I mean, so if Breath of the Wild does come out, it's probably going to be in the 9s. I mean, let's just be honest. It almost got a full on 10 from the first one. So, and if they make an improvement on the first one, then I mean, come on. And then also Final Fantasy VII Remake, I have high hopes for. Usually remakes where they kind of change the way the game plays a little bit works out just like Resident Evil 2 did. So I have high hopes, and there's a shit ton of hype. Shit ton of hype. So
True.
I'm feeling pretty
All right.
confident.
Nate, why don't you give us how do you feel about your picks, your counter picks, how you're going to do this season? What's going through your mind now? You got Cyberpunk. That's your number one draft pick right there. How you feeling?
that's the safe one. If they get a vaccine for the coronavirus, this is a great draft.
He's so
This all
scared.
comes out this year. Strong.
So the coronavirus came out last year,
Yeah.
True.
and the
but it's-
ratings on
it
that
could've
haven't been
spread.
too great.
Yeah. But somehow the community keeps growing.
It's true. It's
Which
true.
one, the
They-
Cyberpunk
they've
one
got
or the
Royal fan
coronavirus one?
coronavirus.
Yeah,
You also
they,
got
they
Halo
built
Infinite
a
in
they
there,
built
though.
a fan meetup place in like just 24 hours. So
They call them cronies.
yeah.
Nate, you also picked up Halo Infinite. How are you feeling about your Microsoft choices? You actually majority picked up Microsoft's main catalog this year.
Yeah. So if they have a good year, I have a good year.
They
That's true.
To be fair, I mean they've been making some moves for software instead of just looking at doing deals.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Forza's always high.
Yeah, if that comes out, you're getting an 8 for sure. No lower than that. I've never seen a Motorsport go lower than 8s, other than like maybe Motorsport 2.
And the Halos always do well.
Yeah.
I
Who
think
knows?
Batman could actually be kind of risky, even if that comes out, because the last one from WB Montreal didn't rate that great. Origins.
Yeah. All right, and then let's bounce back up to, no pun intended, to Clits, Tits, and Naughty Bits. Taryn, how do you feel about your picks? That even rhymed too. I gotta stop doing that.
I mean, I kind of wish I would have picked up The Last of Us Part 2, but I think the fact that I'll just get to play it all makes me happy. I think I'm pretty happy with everything that I've got. Animal Crossing, like, I've always been a huge fan of that, and that always does pretty well. Call of Duty always does great. It's got the fandom there. Same with Marvel's Avengers. Tell me why I'm not 100% sure about yet. Seems like it's got kind of a controversial story, and sometimes that doesn't do too well. And like I said, for the counter picks, I'm just kind of playing off of how they did last time, and I personally didn't like Watch Dogs 2.
Okay.
But they reviewed
Fair
well.
Yeah, that's okay.
That is the game. That's the name of the game. It doesn't necessarily got to play well. It just got to review well. It doesn't got to sell a whole ton of copies. It just got to be.
I hope they put it on the Epic Store.
Just the Epic Store.
Just the Epic Store for like 6 months.
Now the thing is as I was just to reiterate, we do have a budget of $100. The way that works now is we still do have some available draft spots, as you can kind of see on our rosters here. We can pick up 4 more games for the roster. Now, I do want to tell you guys can only drop 2 games of the whole year. That means if the game comes out, it's locked in. But if, for example, let's say this isn't going to happen, but let's say Call of Duty gets delayed and they're not going to do one this year. So then you could drop that game and then possibly bid for another one, because you're going to still have to pay for the game. You can't just like replace it and whatnot. So that's how that kind of works. You want to make sure that if you start seeing that a game is probably not going to come out, maybe picking up a game helps you out towards the end of it. But you can only drop 2 games the whole entire year. Otherwise, then there isn't really much sense to drafting all these games. Doesn't add more of a fighting chance for your game. So you got to strategically plan that out. But yeah, so you get $100 budget. You will bid on a game, and then on Monday evening, the game will either come to you or go to someone else that also bid on that game. You can bid $0, but if someone bets $1, they could easily win the game without hesitation.
And can it only be like, obviously we have $100 for the year?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't earn money later. You get $100 for the whole entire year. So if you bet $100 on one game, you probably won it, but you probably can't get another one. So
Dang.
keep that in mind as well. But that is going to complete this. Hopefully you all had a good time.
You should turn on your advanced projections, Ryan.
Oh.
See how you're the number one baller here.
Oh yeah. I'm at 98.91. Oh, it actually shows like projected points for those games. So Animal Crossing actually could get a 9. How the hell does Last of Us get an 11?
Wait, what?
Resident Evil 3, 12. What are these?
Is it out of 20?
Oh, that's how many points it can get you.
No way
That's
Minecraft Dungeons gets a 4.
No way. There's still a bunch
That would
of
be a
9-year-olds out there
74.
excited.
Oh, 74. Oh.
Yeah, Animal Crossing is projected to get at a 79? That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
And so then Last of Us is projected to be at an 81. Resident Evil's ranked higher. That's interesting. Wow, this is a whole new can of worms. But
I'm sure it's all algorithm based using
Oh, yeah.
AI, so it's probably usually those are shit. Look at YouTube. So
hey, Gears Tactics, look, it earned me 3 points this year. But I think it's also based on you guys picked a lot of risky picks too, and that could get you even more points. Because like how Nate has Forza Motorsport 8, it's projected at 4, but if it comes out or if it gets like a solid date, that score will probably go up. So,
In Watch Dogs Legion at a -1.
oof. Because I think it's probably that 2021 thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I might earn some points on on Avengers. Dang, it's projected to get -8?
Yeah.
Oof.
Look at all the other games that service like Anthem.
Yeah,
Never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope they would have learned from that though.
Yeah.
I mean they're remaking basically that entire game right now, so
Mm-hmm.
Anthem?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't they just? It's over.
No, because
Yeah, that's what I said.
they said they have a 10-year plan for it before it launched, and now they're.
But before we get into that, thank you guys so much for watching this bit of Bitcade. And yeah, let's head on back to our last topic of the episode. Thank you, Taryn, for joining. Thank you, Nate, for joining. Ashton, let's get out of here and let's go head back in front of the green screen.
Okay.
Oh, but before we leave, Taryn, is there anything you would like to plug social media wise?
I mean, I do have a gaming Instagram.
Yeah, plug it. Whatever you want.
All it
Instagram,
is-
Twitter, whatever you want.
Yeah, that's really all I do, and I just post I post nerdy stuff every once in a while. It's kind of a way for me to just go online and maybe make some friends to play some games with. It's Taryn Plays Games.
Okay. And you want to well, you'll send me the link. Drop it in the Discord and I'll put it in the description below here so that people can go check it out.
Yeah.
But
Check it
alrighty.
out.
We'll see you, Taryn, see you, Nate. And
Thanks,
we'll get back
guys.
into it. And we're back. Hey, how's it going? That was the draft. That was where it was. So as you saw, the predictions though say that I'm gonna win
No.
by a lot.
No, you're not.
A lot.
Nope.
We'll see how that works out. How do you feel about your picks?
There's a couple of them I was a little unsure of, but most of them I'm pretty solid.
I cannot believe your first draft pick was freaking Breath of the Wild 2. Are you still confident with that?
I
now that
mean,
we're like a week and a half separated from that draft?
Not insanely, but because Nintendo usually takes a while. They
Yeah.
usually hold everything close to the chest.
Yeah, but you think that game's going to come out before Metroid 4?
I mean, it might. I mean, it's different
Fair enough.
different
Fair
teams,
enough.
and they're working in the same world too.
Fair enough. If you look, I don't care what you do.
I mean, it's a shot in the dark. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It's a shot in the dark.
Now you do get a chance to drop that. So like, if you midway through the year you're like you drop it or whatever. After E3 you drop it, try to pick up some games. Because that's the thing. At this point, we're about a week and a half out, almost 2 weeks actually, separated from the draft that we did. And no one has picked up anything since then. It's still everything's the same because I think we're all waiting to like see if anything changes or any games come out. Because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to drop a big game, and you don't want to like keep a crappy game or pick up a crappy game, and then now you're stuck.
Take a loss instead of 0.
But we're able to draft up to 10 games. So we draft. No, I'm sorry.
I think it was like 11
I think it was
or 12.
13.
13.
Yeah, it was 13. We drafted 9, but we were able to hold 13. So that's how that works out. I think that's how I did it. But yeah, so that'll be it. I'm pretty confident about my games. I'm not entirely sure if anyone's gonna win anything. Like if we have anything that we can go, I could probably go to like Target and pick up like a WWE belt. I'm not entirely sure. That was one idea. And then the winner could hold on to it. But we will jump back to it. Probably, I don't know, maybe a couple months from now. We'll look at it if scores have drastically changed. As we kind of showed, Taryn will be the first one to get her game on the board, which is Animal Crossing at this current moment in time. Animal Crossing will be the first game that was drafted, and then we'll see where people kind of rank into that. So she'll score first, but it's all about whoever wins the end of the year.
It's a long game.
December 31st. That's the end of the whole thing. So we'll be checking back periodically through it. On to the next one. Not 1, 3. We're on topic number 3. This is 34.3. This is the game of the decade.
Bitcade.
Yeah, the Bitcade. And we are in year 2011 now. Last episode, we talked about 2010. In this episode, we're going to talk about 2011. Pretty good list of games that we kind of looked through. We didn't add every single game on here, but there was some pretty decent games.
Most of them were pretty like honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Not any that you would go back and, really like, oh man, I got to go back and play that game. It was a good year.
Yeah.
But it was one of those where you played it and then you never picked it up again.
Yeah, there was some good releases that kind of got you through 2011. I think 2010 was definitely better of the overall, but we already have a representative of 2011, which was Red Dead Redemption. Let's go on to 2011. I'm going to start from the bottom and go up because the top ones were the first ones we picked. So
Sure.
Battlefield 3 came out. That was a pretty good Battlefield. That was when they did the whole like crumbling thing, right?
Yeah.
Like all the environment. Great game. Great looking game. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good
really
Battlefield.
set the precedent for
a first-person shooter. Obviously, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 came out in 11, I think. So comparing those two games, it was both Modern Warfare games. Like they were.
Yeah,
Modern
it's usually
Warfare,
a battle
so.
between Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Yeah,
So.
nowadays.
Yeah.
So that was kind of it. Saints Row the Third.
Yeah.
Saints Row the Third came out that year as well.
It was a proper sequel to the second one.
Did you prefer the second one or the third one? Where does 3 land on?
So 3 was one of the better ones. 1 and 2 were good. 1 was like, looked like Crazy Taxi, like low res grossness, but was fun.
Yeah.
2 was like a slightly more polished, and you were able to do more stuff. It was really good. 3 was where they got a little bit silly, but they still kept at the core of the game. I really did like 3. 3 was really good.
Now I stopped at 2.
2 was really good though. 2 is still solid. But 3 was really good. After 3, don't play.
Okay.
Don't
What
play.
was the one after? Was there was a fourth one?
Yeah, 4.
Saints Row 4?
Which was initially meant to be a DLC to 3 because it's superpowers and romances and stuff like that, but they instead made it a whole game, and it's overkill. Think like Dead Rising 4, but way worse in terms of overkill.
Oof.
So it's nothing but silliness, which is not what Saints Row is entirely about. So
Used to be the big competitor against GTA, and then it went towards this whole.
It was the
silliness.
discount GTA. Let's be honest, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, let's head over to 7. We had 9 games that we picked. Limbo. Limbo also came out. Big, nice, good indie game right there.
Puzzle platformer.
Yes. Did you play Limbo?
Yeah.
I
Almost got
did
every
not.
achievement.
I did not play Limbo. Why was Limbo such a good game of 2011?
Because it honestly made you think a little bit. It was also really dark. And
its content, too.
yeah,
It wasn't just like the way it looked. It was
yeah,
creepy a
yeah,
little
it was
bit, right?
it was creepy. It looked really good, especially for its time. It really, I think the big thing about it is that it really stuck out. It really stuck out. It was super high contrast because it was just black and white the entire time. And you're basically this kid who's in limbo, and everything's trying to kill him. And he's trying to basically get through everything and get out of limbo. And yeah, it's some of it's pretty brutal.
Now you can play it on iOS now, too, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it's one of those
it was a
games.
good game. It was a good game.
In honor of Nate, Batman Arkham City is on this list as well. And I did not play Arkham City.
Wasn't Asylum way better?
Well, yeah, the first one. First one's way better. I mean, not way better. I shouldn't use that. First one I played. Didn't play any of them else. I think the Arkham City was the second one. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I did not play Arkham City.
They're good, but
Fable 3 also came out this 2011, which was
it was pretty
solid.
good. It did have some launch issues.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a solid Fable game.
Yeah.
It had a complete story, had the whole thing, the big shebang, had better multiplayer in it.
It did have better multiplayer, but it did skimp out on some features it did have before.
Mm-hmm.
So there was some give and take there.
But the
it also resulted in that studio being shut down. So
well, that was a little bit later, but yes, Lionhead did eventually shut down. Rockstar's L.A. Noire. Rockstar making its second appearance on our list. L.A. Noire, I wanted to add to this list. This game, I remember when I went to the store, we went to Target, bought this game because it was on sale for like $30. My mom was like, $30? That's not $60. And so she bought me the game. And it was the complete edition. So it had on 360 was 4 discs long because it came with all the DLC and everything. And so yeah, I played that within like a weekend, from a Friday to I think a Monday. So I think I went into Monday a little bit, but I do remember like within 3 or 4 days I beat that game because I loved it so much. I just wanted to keep playing the game. It was fun. The story is really cool. It introduced so many like technical features that Rockstar was testing out in this game, facial structures, emotions given, which were eventually used in GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. It just was so good. The story was so good. I will say mechanically there are some, like the driving is a little because that's not the focus of the game. The focus of the game is the story and to be a detective about it. The facial recognition stuff to tell if people are lying, that was the big pull. Getting from place to place, sort of not really great. But it was cool because you got to be this character that went from like low barrel cop to the best private eye of like the whole entire city of LA. And the map has like LA stop points of locations and stuff like that. They even have the Black Dahlia case in the game. It's really cool, really interesting. Yeah, I thought it was really good for 2011. That was probably my game of 2011, but we have not talked about these other games too that represent that year. Did you play L.A. Noire?
No.
Okay. So we'll move on to Portal 2. Portal 2 also came out, the sequel to Portal. This is when Valve officially has like gone, hey, you guys deserve your own game. Like you don't need to be a part of the orange box, and told them that they can go make Portal 2. Those are some DigiPen students that went and made Portal, and they got picked up by Valve. So you never played Portal 2?
No.
Okay. There's a lot more humor in this one. You would know the first Portal was great. It had GLaDOS and whatnot. Portal 2 introduced more characters and their funny banters and wit. The co-op was, I think, the best part of that game, though, because to play with another person just trying to figure out puzzles and cooperative stuff. I played it with Christian here on the channel, so if you want to go check that out, that was like one of our early videos. But that was fun. It's fun to like try and problem solve with another person to try and get from point A to point B. It was a fun game. Skyrim.
Ooh, Skyrim. This is the game that got everybody into Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
Hands down.
Not Oblivion? You wouldn't
Not
say
Oblivion, no.
Okay.
Not everybody would get into it. It was just the quote-unquote nerdy kids who were into Oblivion and, like, Morrowind and everything. Like, oh, yeah, you like that stuff? That's weak. I play Call of Duty. But when Skyrim came around, it got everybody who was not a part of that genre into that genre. It was just so good. It even holds up till today. Like, it's such a good game.
Well, you can play it on practically anything.
Yep. And now it has mod support everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's one of those games that has stood the test of time, which I can't say the same for a lot of these other games. But Skyrim, man, it's just really, really just ropes you into that world. It's so good. A lot of people end up getting to a certain point and then stopping because there's a lot to take in all at once. Because for a lot of people, it was their first big like open world RPG. But if you put the time in, it will consume your life, like terribly. It was almost bad for you to play it. So,
well, speaking of holding the test of time and taking up a lot of people's time,
oh boy,
Minecraft also made its major release in 2011, which was just changed. It was what would you call that? A craze? Minecraft craze? It still exists today. Minecraft being one of the most well-known games. It's alongside with iconic characters and video games alike, the true modern day hit that we needed in the 2010s. There's something about Minecraft. Like, I haven't played it in years, but when it came to 360, I remember when Minecraft was hitting the craze, and we found this game called Total Miner on Xbox 360 Arcade.
Oh, yeah,
because they could make
dude.
indie games.
Yes.
But because Minecraft was not on Xbox 360, so there was people like making bootleg versions essentially of this whole entire thing. Spiders were like giant, and
it was actually pretty fun.
It was fun. It was Minecraft just very crudely done. And
very dark.
Then eventually Mojang said that they were going to make Minecraft for 360, and that was huge. That's like, oh, it's finally coming to console. And then they announced eventually that it were coming to other consoles, and then it became a big deal. I remember I was talking with Christian about it, and he's like, I'm not going to be able to get Minecraft tonight because it launched. And I'm like, I'm at Safeway right now. I can get you a card, and you just pay me back later. And he's like, all right, bet. And so I bought him a Microsoft Points card so he can buy it, and so that we both can play Minecraft. Man, Minecraft is fun. I don't know how to play it now because there's so many new updates, but Minecraft truly is one of those best games of all time, really, because the game has it's not a story, but it has a main objective. You get to the Ender, you beat the Ender Dragon. That's kind of
but
like,
there's so many other things to do.
but that's
now.
The thing. It's
Oh,
like
man.
you can do anything. You could build anything. It's literally
make your own objectives. Like you want to
there's
build
that too.
a castle and then have a war. It takes a long fucking time to do, but god damn it, you can do it.
And now they started integrating all these mini games and like
Yep.
servers on the PC have like there's so many things, and then YouTubers have been making Minecraft videos for the last 10 years. Well, almost 10 years, I guess. Next year would be 2021 would be technically its 10-year anniversary, but it's also transcended media. People know Minecraft. It's become, I think, to me, Minecraft of that year was Pokemon. It just transcended everyone knows what it is. A creeper, you don't know what it's like Pikachu. Most people think when you see Pikachu, you think Pokemon. You don't need to know it's Pikachu. You don't need to know anything about it. You just know that's a Pokemon. That's it. When you look at Creeper, Minecraft immediately pops in your mind. Steve, he doesn't even really get that much. Creepers are the thing that iconicized that game. So this day, I think that's the logo is still dirt, right? It's still the dirt block.
I think so.
With the grass on top. But do you have any Minecraft stories?
There's lots. I mean, we did a couple months ago. We did a community Minecraft we made a community Minecraft server where we had just everybody on the stream come out and we played it, and me and Dangles killed each other on accident.
See, there you go.
So,
but there's those. It's like one of those water cooler games, which I think is what makes those games that good. It's like why Pokemon Go succeeded. It's because it was what do you got? What do you think? And then when Minecraft, even though the game technically doesn't like, I don't know, it's whatever you make it. It's the story that you have because it's so unique. Because each world is randomly generated, so you have this whole different experience to it. You could have, I was building my castle, and all of a sudden a creeper rolled up on me. I didn't notice it, and it blew up half my castle. I had to start all over again.
Motherfuckers.
There was so many times where I was one of those people that like to build castles for my home, for my main home, and I would even take the time to like melt them into the stone again.
Yeah,
I don't
would
like
do
the
that,
cobblestone. I wanted stone, and
It's like 4 cobblestone to make a stone.
exactly. And you have to use coal. You have to put it in the what do you call it, in the furnace to make it. But yeah, when a creeper came by, man, just made me want to like, all right, delete world. This world is cursed. I don't think did you ever beat the Ender Dragon?
Oh yeah, I beat it a couple times.
Never did it.
Yeah, they have all sorts of shit now. I'm not even caught up with anything. Like,
I'm so out of it. I don't know what's going on.
At some point, we're gonna have to make a new world and just like
maybe
go through it and see what we got, because they're almost on par with PC now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really far along.
Okay, well, I think it's time to eliminate a couple of these. So let's say you pick 3 and I pick 3, okay? And I'll go first since I did the
Pick 3 to eliminate.
Pick 3 to keep.
3 to keep.
I'm gonna say Minecraft, Skyrim, LA Noire.
I was gonna say Minecraft, Skyrim, and Fable 3.
Okay.
Just because I didn't play LA Noire.
So Minecraft versus Skyrim. This is definitely, 2011. Skyrim, I think, to gamers is definitely one of those iconic games. It's on everything. You can play it even on your Alexa. But I don't know. I think after thinking about Minecraft, and I've thought of Minecraft being a very good representative of Game of the Decade. But again, we're gonna have to run through these. I mean, I totally forgot Red Dead was a part of this whole thing. So I think Minecraft, just because it has gotten to this point and then did a whole loop, like it came back, like it's now popular again, which is just like, not a lot of things get a second wind. Not
That's
a lot
true.
of things do. They either continue like Pokemon has, it's like, or Mario, or games like can continue on, or they kind of go like and dip down and just fall and they just disappear, or where Minecraft comes in, the very rare of like it's going, goes down, and then comes back again. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Minecraft, but what can you convince me of here?
We're looking at the 2011 versions of the games. Minecraft.
2011 Skyrim was broken to shit too. I mean, the PS3 version was not ready.
Oh, I didn't have any issues.
Because you had a 360. So
I'm saying, like, after all, let's say
the PS3 version of Skyrim is notorious for,
because Minecraft also had game crashes consistently on 360.
Oh, okay, maybe I don't remember them, but it was I don't know.
And corrupted save files.
Yeah. My thing is, I'm still leaning more towards Minecraft just because of how it's supposed to represent that year, right? The game of that decade. Of this decade, game of this year. And I think Minecraft was definitely the one because it hit children, adults, anyone could play it. It doesn't take skill to play it. It takes creativity to play it. And I think to me, it's just that water cooler talk. I understand Skyrim. Believe me, I'm not a Skyrim fan, so don't shoot me on it. But I understand also why Skyrim should be contending for this as well, because it is this game that Bethesda just seems to keep wanting to make over and over again. To me, I have no idea why they don't just make another one. But I know they are, but I'm just saying, like, with all this time, you'd think that they would have just made another one. Yeah, I never got into it though. It still just didn't.
Okay,
It still just
so
didn't pull me. I tried that game so many times. I own it on VR too. I still haven't.
It was the most in-depth game of that console generation.
Yeah. I think maybe overall, yeah. Because I think overall.
Because there's so many different classes. The skill trees were insanely huge. You could choose to like dual wield weapons, one hand magic, one hand weapon, or both weapons. Different armor gave you attributes. It was like PC standard RPG on an Xbox and PlayStation, which you'd never ever seen before.
Well, I mean, Oblivion was pretty close, but I mean, it wasn't
not like this though.
Yeah, sure. My other thing is, at the end of this whole entire thing, you're going to have to give this game of the decade. Can you say Skyrim is contender for game of the decade? Because to me, I would crown more... if it came down to those two...
It has been remastered too.
But it's still, to me, it's the same exact game. Yeah. Minecraft has changed and has even gotten to the point where it is transcended from itself and started... We're getting Minecraft Dungeons this year. We're getting all these other things. It started this stuff to the point where the creator retired from video games and just lives on it because he's made so much money on his revenue. Mojang eventually got picked up from Microsoft. They now are a Microsoft subsidiary. This one game started a studio and is now this worldwide phenomenon that has gone to mobile, that's gone to every single console, just like Skyrim has, except that you can't play it on your Alexa, but you can play it on your Vita. You can play it on your what else can you? I think a DS version came out a while back, a long time ago. It's on PS3, Xbox 360, 1, 4, PC, obviously, because that's where it started. But I would just say, because they've both done the same thing. It's just one did a different genre and a different way of doing creativeness, while the other one was more of a story and took you on this wild fantasy adventure that to this day people still say we'll go back and play it. We'll go through the whole entire game. People have still tried to complete 100% of Skyrim, which is you have way too much time on your hands. But I'm still fighting for Minecraft.
I will go Minecraft just because, at the end of the day, this is going to be for the decade.
Yeah.
Even though I will say Skyrim outperformed it that year.
Sure.
And
fair point.
Got more people on it that year and changed the way people play games as well and got them into different genres. Where Minecraft was the game you would go to when you need a break from your main games.
But it was there.
It was there.
Now the thing though is with Skyrim, because I don't want to just blatantly knock it out. If there was, what you're telling me is, if it was Game of the Year for 2011, you would have given it to Skyrim. But because we're going to eventually talk about Game of the Decade, you don't want it to be crowned Game of the Decade.
Right.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's going to be Game of the Decade.
Is there a reason why you don't see it like that?
Just because it's just, again, one of those things that, not every single person is going to be playing. RPGs are not for everybody. It also requires a lot of time. Games like this, aren't generally 100% completed. Not even like 80% completed. So most people who don't play RPGs are maybe going to get through 15% of the game, which is not a very good metric to have, especially if you're going for Game of the Decade. People aren't completing your game, so it's a lot of time. And a lot of gamers, at least through the decade, weren't a lot of kids. A lot of them were still like in their 20s. Now there's a shit ton of kids everywhere.
And I think Minecraft was part of the
kids. Yeah,
part of that reason of bringing anyone can play this game,
right?
And that's, I think, where because to me Minecraft sits on the level I wouldn't say it's better, but I'm just saying sits on the level of like Super Mario Brothers. Anyone can pick up Super Mario Brothers. You can learn how to play it. It's jump and move. That's it. You don't do anything else. You can fire a fireball maybe once in a while when you pick up a flower, but that's it. Jump on a Goomba, jump on a turtle, get out of there. Anyone can play it. It's literally 6 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, A, B. Directional pad. Minecraft took that same aesthetic, simple to play, hard to master. And I think those games are the ones that succeed. Where Mario, obviously, when you get better, you want to beat it faster. You want to, can I do it in one life? Can I do it? How fast can I do it? There's speed runs, things like that. And then Mario has created his lineage of all of these games that he's made. Where Minecraft was literally just adding updates. There was never a Minecraft 2. There still hasn't been. It's just been keep updating it.
Just keep updating.
User-created content, which Skyrim did start to do. It was also, Skyrim was one of the first, I think it was Skyrim or Oblivion, so I might be butchering it. One of those two games was the first to actually have DLC. That was a skin. That was like $4.99 or something weird.
I think it was Oblivion.
It was Oblivion? Okay.
Yeah.
That was like a horse skin. But anyway, the relationship, funny enough, was with Microsoft, with Bethesda liking to be on Microsoft's console. They like working with them. And then Mojang eventually coming to Microsoft. So, yeah, I think when it comes down to it, it has to be this whole thought process of, could it contend against like Red Dead or the other games that we'll be representing? It's got to like, we got to make sure that each year is going to be difficult to like try to knock out.
Yeah.
I think Minecraft takes it. All right.
Even though I prefer Skyrim.
I know. I'm sorry. And I know that I don't want it to be like this full thing of like, I beat you down with it. I don't want it to come off as that.
Points because
Okay.
it's Minecraft will it's definitely done better over the decade than Skyrim has. Skyrim has been, even though they remastered it and added mod support, it's still nothing compared to like the lengths that the people over making Minecraft went to keep the game alive. So I have to give it to them.
Okay. Well, that's going to be it. Minecraft makes it as the representative of 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, comment section is open down there. So if you want to go and comment what your game of 2011 you would have chose to be representing, feel free to do so. Red Dead Redemption will be representing 2010. Minecraft will be representing 2011. And in the next episode, we will be talking about the year of 2012. And if I do remember it, it was pretty interesting. You're not going to want to miss it. Because I think one of the games that we talked about earlier in the episode, I think the first game came out that year as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. That has been Bitcade. And if you guys want to watch more, make sure you hit subscribe. If you're watching here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, tap the bell button, get notified when videos get uploaded. Make sure you check out the links down in the description below. You can go check him out where?
Mixer.com/Primal Target.
And link is down there for you to click upon. If you're listening to the audio version, the links are also provided for you, so make sure you just tap wherever you want to go. You guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button and rate it, because if you rate it, then the podcast starts to show up in other people's feeds as recommended. Helps us out. That's just a little kickback for us. We don't get paid for it. It's just helping us out to get out there and spread the PT Nation. Get Bitcade out there. There's also other podcasts on there like PT 3600 where we talk about something for an hour. Sometimes it's just awful. Just an awful topic. But we'll talk about it for one whole hour. We've talked about poop. We've talked about dreams. We've talked about... What else have we talked about?
Talked about some titties.
We did talk about stuff like that. So if you guys find that intriguing, make sure you go and head over to those videos, or it's in the feed here if you're listening to the audio version on Apple, Podbean, or anywhere else. Anyway, any final words for the people back at home?
PrimalTarget.com. We have all our shit on there. Have a good night.